So what's going on? Oh, late night live for all my night riders out there. I was actually trying to figure out how I get my GoPro to work on here. I haven't figured it out, and I was trying to get Streamlabs to work. See if I could get either one of them to work, but neither one did. So it happens. Just trying to get some different programs to run. I'm still learning, so I have to do some more research on it. But I just got back from St. Louis today. I went over there and did some eco shred stuff. Went and got a load of tires that were torn up or whatever. So we go over there, pick them up, and bring them over here to tire shred, eco shred. They shred that stuff up, and then they make like rubber mulch for the playgrounds. It's kind of cool. A lot of big machinery in there, and it's pretty cool. Like they run it through this giant, I don't know what it's called, but it eats up those tires, and then they turn it all into rubber mulch for like your gardens and stuff like that. So I did that today. Yesterday I went to Kansas City and picked up over there at a T&W tire, and man, you want to talk about a tight place. A T&W tire over there, it does not play. Like it is super tight in there. So went and did that. Now tomorrow night is going to be late night backing out there on the pad. So we're going to get out there and work some nights. I was trying to figure out, I need to do some more research on this web camera or this GoPro, because I would like to use this GoPro instead of this web camera on this laptop, because I don't think the web camera is that great on this laptop, because the picture I get is like real fuzzy. But right now there's a lot of stuff going on. Like people are trying to get trucks, and ooh, that light's bad. But people were trying to get trucks and stuff, and they're upgrading. I had one of my students upgrade. He called me the other day, and he was all like, hey, how do I get reefer fuel? So simple thing like getting reefer fuel, he didn't even know how to do. So either his TNT trainer didn't teach him, or his TNT trainer was a lease guy. Either way, he didn't even know how to get fuel. He also didn't know how to get the trailer washed out. So I spent some time talking to him on the phone, got him all fixed up, and hopefully it was not a bad trainer. Hopefully he just forgot, or he's on his own now, so he's second guessing himself, and he's called me, which I don't mind helping him at all. Like he's a great guy, so like I'll help him out all the time. But sometimes I wonder what kind of training people are getting on TNT. Hopefully everyone's getting the best training we can offer. Hey, what's going on, RWFE? You're saying what's up? Hey man, not much. It's just late night, so I decided to jump on here and do a live real fast. Probably some bored people driving tonight. Maybe they'll put it on and listen to it. Not watch it, but listen to it. There ain't nothing to watch anyways right here. But I thought it was pretty cool also that Driver Lineup gave me a shout out in his video the other day. It was pretty cool because, like I said, I am vicious whenever I'm out there over the road. And we all are. Like we have to be out there vicious like that. We're trying to make money. Like you're over the road, you're away from home. You need to make the most money you can. So You know, he was right on there, and I hope he lit a fire over under a bunch of people to get them to start moving that freight more, and be more vicious and get paid more. So hopefully some people seeing this video and they're gonna like learn from that. Like, hey, even he says, hey, when I'm out on the road, I'm vicious, and even when the truck is stopped and I'm awake, I'm vicious. I'm over there trying to get paid. He got his side stuff going on and everything, so he's out there trying to get paid still, and that's what you have to do out here. So if you want to make the money, you need to go get the money, and that's the bottom line. Like, you have to get out there and get your money. Heading to RWFE says, hey man, I'm heading to orientation starting Monday. You taking PSD students coming up? I'm testing probably a guy. I'm probably testing 2 guys around Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that, and I'll probably be testing another one the Friday after that. So yeah, I'll be testing 3 guys next week, so I'll have room on my truck. So just send me an email, all right? It's in my description. Send me an email and we'll talk. But definitely come on over here to Prime. I have 3 students right now, so the plans are test out 2 on Monday and then test out 1 on Friday. That's the plan. Will it happen like that? Who knows? But that's what I'm really aiming for. I still have to do I need to do some major pad time out there with them, make sure that they know how to back, because I do real life backing. Like, I'm out there like, here's the spot, put it in there. Actually, the other day, a female student was out there talking to one of my guys, and she was all like, when are you testing? And he goes, I'm testing Friday. And she said, you're testing Friday? And he's like, yeah. She goes, do you know the points? And he goes, no, I've never heard of any points. And she was all like, what? And I was all like, yeah, I just tell them, hey, there's the spot, put it in there. And she was all like, what? He doesn't know the points? And I was all like, no, you don't have to know the points. Like, I teach my guys to really back. So kind of what I do is, you have your 2 cones. We'll just talk about an offset. So you have your 2 cones out there. So you pull up in the lane that you're in and say we're offsetting over here to the right. You have your 2 cones right there. What I teach my guys is, you go up there and you push the back of the trailer over and try to get the far side of the trailer, the right side of the trailer, to that right cone, because that gets your trailer on the right side of the lane. We don't want to cover it up, because that cone represents somebody's truck. If we cover it up, now the back of the trailer is facing like the middle of the guy's truck. So we don't want to go bring the side of that trailer past it. So you want to kick it out, move it over, and then you want to stop it before it gets to that cone. The way we stop it is we come back in front of the trailer to keep it from moving more to the right. So we turn the wheel, kick it out, we move it over, and then we get back in front of it to stop it going past the cone. Once you get it to that cone, then what you have to do is now you're going to switch mirrors, and then you worry about the left side of the trailer. So you want to keep the left side of the trailer close to the cone on this side. So you have your 2 cones there, and you have the trailer. So what we're doing is, the cone's here, the lines here. So what we're doing is, we already got the other side to the cone over here. So what we're doing is curving the trailer around the cone and down the line. So that's someone's truck. We don't want to hit it. So what I'm teaching them to do is work it around the cone and straight down the line. And that's what I teach. So that's how you do the offset. The parallel is pretty much the same thing. You want to aim for about 15 feet off the back of the box. So you bring the side of the trailer over about 15 feet from the back of the box, and then you switch mirrors, and there's a line, you go around the line and down it into the parallel, and that's how you parallel. And then the alley dock, I tell them the same thing, but it's all on your driver's side. So you kick it out, same thing, you just kick out the trailer some and you walk it over to the spot. There's the line for the alley dock, the cone's in the front. You can't see the other side, but what you do know is if you keep close to this line, you're not going to hit the other side. So when you're alley docking, you have the truck up here like this, you curve it and then get it to go around the cone and down the line into the spot. So I teach how to maneuver the trailer, how to move the back of it. Hey, there's your spot, back it in there. Like, that is the kind of stuff that I'm teaching. And I understand that that is really hard for a lot of people to understand. And the thing is that what I'm trying to do is put out better students. So I had a student, he went onto a truck, and his trainer was not the best at backing. So back then I was teaching the points, and, you know, even whenever I was teaching the points, I was teaching how to move the trailer, how to move the back of the trailer, the front of the trailer, and the truck. So I taught him how to move it, but, you know, it was pretty much a turn opposite for the back of the trailer, turn the same way for the front of the trailer, and turn opposite for the truck, which worked out great. And it taught him how to back. I mean, he knew how to move each part. So he moved the back of the trailer into the spot, then he moved the front of the trailer over, and then he got the truck in front of it. So, like, he has the basics of it. But the thing is, he got with a trainer that was not very good at backing. So what happened was he was calling me all the time, and he's all like, hey, man, I'm having to show my guy how to back. He don't even know which way to turn the wheel most of the time. So, you know, I did not want to put another one of my guys in a situation like that. So that's whenever I decided that I had to step up and do better and teach real world backing, you know, to further my students and to better them. So that's whenever I hit up one of my friends and I said, hey, man, you know, my guys need to do this real world backing. They need to do it on PSD. Like, I need your help, because he's a guy that I really look up to. I'm hoping to get him on my channel sometime. But pretty much I went to him and pretty much got him to teach me how to put what we do as truckers into words. So he helped me put it into words. And, you know, we just, like, he just showed me everything. He opened up his playbook, and, like, I listened and I learned, and I'm still learning every day from him. But I've learned so much, and I stepped up my game so much more by just opening my ears and listening to him and absorbing all the knowledge he had. Like, it meant a lot to me that he helped me out so much. And that's where I'm at now, is that I'm actually teaching my guys how to maneuver that trailer like I just talked about. And that is pretty much the training I use, is that right there. Pretty much, like I said, like, I'm a hard trainer, because you have to know how to maneuver that trailer. Like, I use my arm as the trailer and my hand as the truck all the time. You have to know that if you're coming in this spot, you have to get your truck on the side to curve it in. But you don't want the trailer in there straight and your truck on the side, because you're going to curve it too much and you're going to hit the truck on your left. Also, you need to be watching that space in there. If you're a foot from the line, you won't hit the guy on the other side. But if you start letting that trailer walk away from that line, you're going to hit the guy on the other side. Now, yes, get out and look, go make sure, you know, that you're not going to hit somebody. But the main thing that I'm trying to teach is how not to hit the guy on the other side, how to actually see it with your eyes way before it's going to happen. So, you know, hey, man, it's getting close. I better go look. So, like, I'm trying to better everybody. And, like, I'm real tough on the road too. So, like, driving safety-wise, like, my students all the time, I tell them, hey, I'm not going to tell you anything you do good. I'm going to tell you everything you do wrong. I'm going to sound negative all the time, but I'm telling you everything that you do wrong. So every turn you make too wide, you turn too soon, whatever, I'm going to tell you right then to better you. And don't take it all as negativity, because like we're here to learn. Like safety's number one in my book. Nathan Hall is whoop, whoop, whoop. What's going on? Who's left the front door open? Badger says the best trainer at Prime right here, Andrew. Nathan Hollis says, back that thing up. Yeah, that's what we're doing, man. We're backing that thing up. We see a spot and we put it in there. I tell my students all the time, I'm all like, hey, man, we're flexing. Like, we're flexing on people. Like, let's go show them what you can do. Like, my students, they're out there watching other people too. Like, they come and tell me all the time. They're all like, hey, man, that point system, they're stopping the truck and turning the wheel all the way, and I don't know what they're doing. Like, I don't understand that. And I'm all like, dude, like, we are learning. Like, we are up here. Like, I'm not saying that the point system's bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't judge that, because every once in a while I have a student that's really hard, and that's what I have to teach him because he's not getting it. And until it clicks, I might have to teach him some of the points. So, I mean, like, I'm not putting it down, but when they're watching it, I'm all like, look, man, y'all are up here. Like, I got y'all that high. Like, don't even worry about what they're doing. But it is nice when people are watching my guys back and they're all like, they come over here, man, what are you doing over here? That just looks so smooth. And like some of my old students coming out there to the pad and being like, man, this guy can probably outback me. I'm like, what? Like, it's just something to watch your students grow and actually get it and start doing it and being safe. Chris, Matt, Steve. Man, if I seen you, I'll probably remember you. Yeah, if I see you, I'll probably remember you. Like, I'm real bad with names. Like, you give me 3 people's names, like, I'm real bad with names. If I see you, that's whenever I start remembering you. Because I have a lot of people. So let's say, are you going to be on the pad tomorrow? I'd like to talk to you about becoming a PSD trainer. I'll be on the pad probably about 7 p.m. I'm working nights right now. I should be pretty soon. I'm going to be switching to days, but Nathan, have a good night. Hey, good night, Nathan. Hopefully you're getting closer to retirement to get out here and get on the road, man. Go see some stuff. But yeah, we're out. But yeah, John, I'll be out there at 7 p.m., 7 to 8 p.m., something like that. I'm working nights, so if you whatever you want to talk about, come out there. I'll tell you the truth. Like, I'm pretty blunt and I speak my mind, so like I get myself into trouble all the time with that because I'm a little bit too blunt at times. So, you ask the question and I'll let you know tomorrow. PSD training's pretty, like, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but the PSD part is really hard. I'll tell you, like, it's really hard. Because you're dealing with like somebody that's never been in a truck, never ever stepped foot inside it. So first thing is they're going to be super nervous. But I can tell you from personal experience what I do. Like I can help you out with that. And I can tell you what to expect and, you know, financially how much and stuff like that. Like I can set you up. If you're lease though, if you're lease, always suggest just doing TNT. If you're company, then I'm going to suggest that you do like one or two TNTs, maybe a little bit more than that, just to learn how to talk to somebody, how to teach somebody, you know, different stuff like that. It's going to be a lot easier for you instead of just jumping straight into PSDs. I'll try to stop by. I'm probably leaving tomorrow night. Okay, well, you can definitely stop by, man. Like, I drive or I don't know if you see, green truck with a Hatchet Man sticker. That's the best way to describe my truck. I'm probably going to be on pad 4 or pad 3 because at night, that's about the pads that I go for. At nighttime, they have the most light. So whenever I'm out there, I try to get on pad 3, pad 4. They have the most light. Because pad 5 also has a lot of light. Oh, Chris, Matt, Steve, the boys, man, I'm tripping. I know who you are. You and Steve got me the Insane Clown Posse. You call them dolls. I call them action figures. They're action figures. I still got them in the top of my truck too. So I have my Insane Clown Posse action figures in the top of my truck. And what I'm thinking about doing is bringing them over to my studio that I've painted in here. So I'm thinking about bringing them home to my studio, and I want to get a desk or something back here. I want to get something back here to set some stuff on. And those were two things that I was definitely going to bring back over here. So I want to put those on the desk. Yeah, I opened them up too. They were like collector items. I didn't know. Steve was all like, my buddy Steve and Andrew gave me these Insane Clown Posse, Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope action figures, and they were in the box. And I don't know about this stuff. I didn't know that they were collector's items. I just was all like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to open them up and put them in the top of my truck. And they've been in the top of my truck ever since. Now, the new Freightliner, you can't really see them unless you're standing up in there because it has like a deep shelf. So you can't see them as good. So I was all like, man, instead of them being up there, I might as well bring them home and put them over here and let them, be on my desk. But I need to get some stuff for this. I need to get a better computer for one. Then I need to find out how to get that GoPro to work on here, or if I'm gonna have to get a new camera. So I'm still learning this YouTube stuff and trying to make it better and more enjoyable. I think I need to get work on the audio because I'm having problems with audio. There's some stuff I need to work on. But yeah, Andrew, he was one that gave me the stuff too. Andrew and Steve. We go way back. We go like beginning of trucking back. Like it was whenever I started here. That's another thing. Whenever you come to Prime, make sure you get people's phone numbers, because this is what happened to me is that I got this guy named Gabe's phone number. He was Truck It on YouTube. He used to work for Prime. So we were friends, and then Matt and Steve were friends, and we met Andrew from Steve. Well, we all became friends, so we would talk on the phone, especially after we finished TNT. Like if I had a question, I called up one of them. I'm all like, hey, what do I do? Blah, 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 blah. And we would keep each other like company while we were driving. Like we would talk all night long, and like we would just chill. It was good to talk to people. Like we were always text. We had a big group text message going. You would just put, "Hey, who's awake?" Boom, phone ring. "Hey, what's going on?" We would pretty much talk and laugh all night, talking like serious stuff. So definitely make you some friends. All the new guys coming out here, definitely make you some friends out here. That way you can have somebody to talk to late at night whenever you're driving and you're night riding all by yourself. It'll give you somebody to talk to, because there's only so long you can listen to Howard Stern. It starts playing the same thing over and over and over. And even if you switch channels, like most of the Sirius radio, if you notice, like they're playing the same stuff every day. You would think that since you got Sirius radio, you wouldn't hear the same song twice in a month. Man, you would hear it like 4 times a day and stuff. So definitely get you some buddies, and then you can learn from their mistakes. They can learn from your mistakes. Like one of our buddies, he drove. He had a three stops on his load. So he went to 01, picked up, and he was supposed to drop. He dropped at the second stop. No. He had a 01 and a 90. So he was going to his 90 is what it was. And he decided to pull over and take a nap. So whenever he pulled over and took a nap, he got back on his navigation and he messed it up. He didn't go to the 90. He turned around and went back to the 01. So we were on the phone and he was all like, "Man, this looks familiar. I've been here before." And then he started cussing. He was like, oh my God, no. Oh my God. So pretty much he went back to the 01 and he was on a Walmart load that he wasn't going to make no more, because he went all the way back to his 01 instead of delivering his load. So I learned real quick, don't take naps, and make sure your GPS is going to the 90. You should be trip planning anyways. You should know that you're going north, and all of a sudden your signs are saying you're going south. But he was kind of a GPS follower, so he followed the GPS. Like when you would call him up, you would be like, "Hey, what state are you in?" He'd be like, "I don't know." "What highway are you on?" "I don't know." All the time. But he pretty much he got in a lot of trouble over that, because he pretty much the vice president of Walmart called the vice president of Prime, which called his fleet manager and chewed him out on his day off. Then he called my friend and chewed him out. And yeah, it was not good. So he even ended up getting service failure over that. And I learned a lot. Don't pull over, take a nap in the middle of your shift, just for, like, he would do it every single day. Like, it wasn't because he was sleepy. He would just take a nap every day. That was his routine. Drive half the day, take a nap, drive another couple hours. It's not good. It wasn't good for him. But we learn a whole bunch. Like, I don't do this, but one of the guys, he used the restroom in a cup, and he got Taco Bell. He got Taco Bell 2 days in a row, and he had a fresh, ice cold Taco Bell cup right there, and he peed in the other cup, and he was real thirsty, and it was hot outside, and he was in, I think, Georgia, and he backed the truck in. He had problems sliding the tandems, and it was middle of summer, really hot. Well, he jumped back in, grabbed his cup, and took a drink out of it, and it was the wrong cup. Definitely wrong cup. So, like, right there, I learned. Number one, don't pee in no cup on your truck. Number two, if you do that, take the straw out, or fold the straw in something. Get rid of the straw. And number three, Just don't put it in your cup holder. Like, that's disgusting. But yeah, I learned a lot of stuff from my friends, and I'm sure they learned a lot of stuff from me because I'm not perfect either. Whenever I started out, I was probably making mistakes. I can't think of any right now off the top of my head, but I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. Oh, the story about you. See, I don't even know. You had so many stories. Um, Pretty much, the one thing that we did for him is he was on a TNT truck, and he did his TNT training with his TNT trainer, and then he finished his miles. And what he did is he stayed on the truck getting paid the TNT pay, or barely getting paid, and still on the same truck, not getting paid. Like, he should have got on his own truck, made his own money. So he was getting held back, making nickels and dimes. And when he filled up, if he spilled any fuel on the truck, he would have to pay for the wash out of his own pocket and stuff like that. And it was ridiculous. He was in a bad situation, getting taken advantage of in my book. So pretty much I had to, like, not me, but we started kind of making fun of him and pushing him till he got off that truck. Once he got off that truck, he did a lot better. He started teaming with one of our friends. They teamed for a while. He became a trainer. He trained a student. Like, he got out of that bad situation, but it was because we were talking to him and telling him, "Hey, man, that's not right. That is, yeah, 14 cents a mile is what he was getting paid." And he was on that truck for like a year. So we got him out of the bad situation. He started making his own money instead of getting taken advantage of. It was bad. But yeah, you learn a lot out here. He said that push helped. Yeah, you were getting taken advantage of, and it was sad, and we didn't want one of our friends getting taken advantage of like that. Like, we don't want our friend getting taken advantage of at all. So, it's good that we got you to finally realize that you were in a bad situation, getting taken advantage of, and we got you out of that situation. But, hey, you learn. I think it was more of his TNT trainer was like looking for a teammate and was trying to keep him on the truck and telling him, "Hey, you're guaranteed to get this much." And I don't know what the deal was. He was a little bit brainwashed a little bit, but we got him right. But like I said, make friends out there whenever you're on the campus and stuff like that. Like, Prime's a family. Like, if you can get some people that started at the same time as you, going through the program together, exchange numbers. Like, I encourage it. One, to have somebody to talk to, and number two, if you ever need help and you don't want to call like your trainer or something like that. Because I was one of those people that didn't want to call my trainer whenever I first got off his truck. I was like, I'm not calling him. If I need help, I'll figure it out. So I called my friends, and that's how I dealt with it. But after a long time, I realized that my trainer was really helping me, and he was doing great. But I was kind of like, don't want to be talking to him. He was like my boss for a while, and now I'm a truck driver, and I don't have no boss. It's two students, but all new people need to make friends out there. They'll save your something. I was brainwashed. Yeah, he was brainwashed. He even said it. But now he's doing good. He's down in Texas running his local. I think he's still local. I don't know. I need to talk to him. I need to call him sometime. I've been working nights, and like, I'm super busy with 3 students and multiple students all the time. So like, I need to make time and call some people. I did call the other day. I talked for like a few minutes, and then somebody called, and I had to go. I was like, I'll call you back, and I just forgot to call back. it's kind of hard. I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis. Like I have students call me, I have trainers call me, I have friends calling me, but I need to figure out a way to do it. I'm gonna get the phone from the Prime store so I can have a second phone, and I'm gonna be able to probably help some more people out as the plan. So I'm gonna get the phone through Sprint that Prime offers a discount on, where we pay $10 a week for it. I'm gonna get that phone, and I'm gonna put the phone number in my descriptions. That way, if anyone needs to get a hold of me, they can throw that phone a text, and I'll get the text, and I'll be able to respond back. Text messages work the best because it's a phone that I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna answer every phone call coming to that phone. I'll answer some of them whenever I have time, but I'm pretty busy. So the best way to get a hold of me is through text message. All right, later, bro. So you're going to bed. But yeah, like I said, the best way to get a hold of me is going to be through on the second phone. Once I get it, it's going to be text message. So I'm kind of going to use the second phone as like a mentoring kind of thing. And like whenever people need help or something like that, like leave me a text. And I don't mean like an emergency. I mean like if it's something that you can text me and I can respond back with it, then like it might take me a couple hours to respond back, or I might be asleep, so it might be the next morning before I get to it. But if it's a super bad emergency, like you should know what to do if you're in a bad situation. You're the captain of the ship. But yeah, I'm gonna use it to try to help people out and do good with it. I'm hoping like some type of mentoring will help out. Like maybe if somebody's having trouble or struggling, they can hit me up on that phone, and I can be like, hey, hang in there, or just be some positive encouragement on there. Something like that is what I'm hoping to do with it. And then if anyone has any questions, like, and they don't want to comment on the lives, and they don't want to email me, and they don't want to, leave comments on videos and stuff, and if it's easier, they can just shoot me a text on there. So I think it's going to help out a lot. ICE Hollywood. Hi, Big D. What's going on, Ice? It's kind of a cool name, Ice Hollywood. That's a real cool name. But yeah, I'm trying out different stuff. Every year I'm trying to make myself better, and I'm a workaholic, so like I want to, improve more and more. I'm always trying to improve. My trucking venture will be here in 15 days till he's there. Hey, 15 days, count them down. 1 hour, and it's going to be 14 days. I'm looking to get into trucking, but what scares me is getting on my own and having trouble backing. Backing once you get out there and you start doing backing, because I teach real life backing. That's what I teach on the pad. So by the time you go to TNT, if I'm your trainer, you should know how to back into a spot. Like I'm gonna have you really backing into a spot. Like, so, once you get an eye for it, once it clicks in your head, you're gonna have it forever. And sometimes, like I tell some people, like, when your true training starts whenever you get in a truck by yourself, and all you have to rely on is yourself. That's whenever the real teaching begins, because backing's pretty much self-taught. Like whenever I'm out there on the pad and I'm all like, put it in that spot, like it's pretty much my student trying it over and over and over and over till they get an eye for it. And the most of the problems is that people overthink it. They want to think about it way too much. Like I tell them all the time, what's Nike's slogan? Just do it. I'm all like, so what you need to do right now is just do it. Stay off the brake. Stop thinking about it. Just use your eyes, look at it, and let your hand react to it. And you'll be surprised how good you'll do by just doing that. But if you sit there and think about it too long, you're going to mess it up. Yeah, true. After training, I will probably have it down. Yeah, definitely. My trucking venture, yes, sir, has been a long overdue. A little nervous, but that'll all change soon. I get on the flight. Baby steps. Oh man, you're getting on a plane and be in quarantine at the hotel, or at least I think they're still doing the quarantine at the hotel. I'm pretty sure that they are. If you get on a plane or mass transit, I think that they quarantine you for like a couple days. So it's going to be a boring couple days quarantine. I think you can do your CBTs while you're in the room and stuff like that. I need to ask my students because they probably know better than I do. But I think that what you do is while you're on that couple days of quarantine from being on mass transit, that you'll be able to do your CBTs and stuff like that, not to kill time. So at least you'll have something to do. CBTs are computer-based training. It just watch a video, watch the video real good, and then answer the questions at the end of it. It's not bad, but you'll be enjoying the campus for a while, or whichever hotel they put you in. I will go through orientation in the hotel room and then PSD on Monday. Okay. That's how they're doing it then. That's why I got people clearing on Mondays. Because I keep on getting people clearing on Monday, and I'm all like, you cleared on a Monday? I got 2 guys right now that cleared on a Monday, and I thought that was kind of crazy. Brandon King says, CBTs were long. Yeah. And then you get to have fun and do them again after you pass your CDL test. And then you get to do them again after TNT. So, like, they're definitely fun. You get to do them 3 times. RWFE, sounds like you need to hire a personal assistant, LOL. It's tough to have a normal life once you're famous. Anyways, I'm signing off. Hope to talk to you tomorrow. Take care. All right, for sure, brother. I'm not famous. I'm I just, like, I'm the little YouTube channel. Like, there's bigger ones. It's not fame. I just know a lot of people, really. John says, gotta go. I'll try to get out there tomorrow night. For sure, John. I'll be out there sometime 7 or 8, something like that. But it'd be nice to meet you too. Are you driving over the road? I'm a over the road driver. My job title's over the road. So whenever I need to go over the road, like if they don't need me in Springfield, I definitely go over the road. Yesterday I went to Kansas City and back. And then today I went to St. Louis and back with 2 different loads. So I'm still doing loads. But tomorrow night I'm doing training on the pad because I need to do backing. My guys could really use some backing help right now. So I'm going to try to knock out some backing time, teach some offsets, stuff like that. So I'm going to have my guys doing straight line back and offset. Any advice for backing, for the offset backing on the road with my trainer right now, but definitely needs a lot of practice when I get to Springfield. For the offset, out on the road. The offset, you're not ever, like the offset you do on the pad, you're never going to do it like you would do out in the world. On the pad, you have to pull straight to the middle lane and then offset to the right, or pull up in the right lane all the way up and offset to the left lane. Like you're not going to do that in the real world. What I think you're talking about is a 45-degree backing. is that whenever you're going straight with the spots, like the spot you're going to is here, you go 2 spaces past it, all the way right, till you run out of room, and then a left, and then you're something like this, and then you back into the spot like that. I think that's what you're talking about is a 45. The best advice for you on a 45 is keep it moving and react to the back of the trailer and keep it as close as you can on the driver's side. You don't want it going to the passenger side at all, because that's the side you can't see. Because your truck's like this, your mirrors are here, you can only see this side. The mirror on that side, you can't see around that trailer. You can only see this side, so you want to stay close on this side, bring it around and down it. So you bring it around the front of the truck and down it. On the pad for the test is what I meant. Brandon, you're on the pad for the test. Your PSD trainer, man, that's who you need to listen to. Like listening to other people on the YouTube and stuff like that, watching videos and stuff like that for out there on the pad training, you're gonna get yourself more confused. My best advice is if you're with your trainer, do what your trainer teaches you. All right. So if your trainer teaches you turn the wheel all the way and back up to this point, that's what you need to do. Like, don't get on here and watch people's videos, because they're just going to mess you up more. Like, I've had several of my students wait till the day of the test, and they'll be super nervous about like the alley dock or something. So they'll watch this video over and over and over and over and over and remember it. And then they'll try it on the test, and then come to find out that it's a completely different pad they're using, like a different even style pad. And none of that worked for them on the test, so they failed. Like, that's the worst, is whenever like I get my student all the way up test day and they want to try out a YouTube video that they never practiced before. That's a different truck and a different trailer and a different state. Like, my best advice for you is to just get with your trainer, let them know your concerns, and have them help you out. Because like me explaining offset, that like I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 different ways to do an offset. 4 different ways. And if you count the flatbed ways, then I got 2 more. So I have 4 reefer ways to do it. No, actually I have 3 flatbed ways to do it and 3 flatbed ways to do it. So that's the 7 different ways I can teach you to do it. Like, and if flatbed, you kind of like go to a different point. Reefer, you go to a different point. And then in the different maneuvers, you can go to this point or you can go to that point. Like, it's going to be different. It just depends what you're learning. So my best advice on that is listen to your trainer. Don't watch any YouTube videos unless he told you to watch it. You know, stuff like that. That's going to help you the most. Handsome, what's going on, brother? Man, I'm great, dude. It's been a long time. So how are you doing? Yeah, I got to fix my moderators and stuff, so I fixed that up, but I'm trying to get all that fixed. I'm doing TNT right now. Cool. TNT is the hardest part, bro. TNT is hard to do. TNT is rough, man. I'm gonna do a video probably tonight and post it tomorrow I'm thinking about doing a video about sleeping on trucks. So I'm gonna figure out something to do about TNT sleeping on trucks. And I'm probably gonna get the people hating, you haven't even slept on a moving truck in a long time. Yeah, you're right, because it's hard to do. I try not to sleep on a truck while it's moving. Like, I'll sleep on a truck. My bed is more comfortable on my truck than it is in my house because I got the memory foam mattress, the memory foam pillow. Like, my bed on my truck is comfortable My bed upstairs is not so comfortable. So I'm definitely thinking about making a video tonight about sleeping on the truck because that bed was uncomfortable. I mean, the truck moving is uncomfortable. Like whenever you're on that truck, you feel like the Jello cup, man. You shaking that Jello cup, that's what you feel like. And then I even asked Peterbilt guys, I'm all like, hey, how much better is it? How much better is it in the Peterbilt than the Freightliner sleeping in the back bunk? Well, most of them were all like, it's a Peterbilt, man. What do you think? But then I had some real guys that I really, really trust. They told me it's the same. It's hard to sleep while the truck's moving. So, you know, my truck adventure, what trucks do you think is the best? I've had a Kenworth, a Volvo, but trained on a Freightliner. I don't know. I haven't drove all the trucks. Like I've drove a Peterbilt, and I've been in a Volvo, and I kind of took a little bit of a cruise in a International. But like me personally, OTR pulling a trailer, like doing loads. I've only been in a Freightliner. I've been in a manual and an automatic. So I don't know what the best truck is. My opinion is all I know is Freightliner. And the only reason I say Freightliner is you can get them fixed more places. They're open on the weekends. The shop's open on the weekends, like 24/7. You can pretty much, for the most part, get work on it. I don't like the shops that are Monday through Friday. I don't like the Volvo that if you break down in a certain area, you have to get towed a long ways to get your truck fixed. Like a bunch of stuff like that I took into account whenever I answer that. I would love to have a Kenworth though. I just think that they look nice. Something about them, I just think that they're nice. The one and only one I'm sticking with Pat after. I have International. It's horrible. New dash on the Freightliner is insane. The new dash on the Freightliner, yeah. Man, tell you the truth, I think I liked like the new gadgets and stuff, like, and the look of it is nicer, but the shape of the old one was better. Like I feel like I'm sitting right against the dash on the passenger side because it has that part that curves out like that. I don't like that. I wish the cup holders were higher, stuff like that. Like I like the old one better for some stuff like that, but it is way nicer on the new ones. I just miss some of that stuff. I don't like your cup holders down here by your foot. Like I ride low anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. Isn't Prima supposed to be getting Kenworth soon? Yes, I've heard that. I heard that they said that they were gonna go the Kenworth route because they didn't want to do the Volvo no more. That we're not gonna do the contract with the Volvo. So that's what I'm hearing. Somebody told me that they seen a bunch of them over there too, but I don't go inside the terminal much, so I haven't been over there to look around to see if there's any Kenworths over there. So, I heard it. That's about all I can say. Is I heard about it. But yeah, I would love to get my hands on one, especially like right now. Like a lot of people, they know the points in the Freightliner, so that's all they want. Some guys are all like, "Man, I know the points in the." I'm talking about trainers. Some of them are all like, "I know the points in the Peterbilt. That's all I want is a Peterbilt." Me, I'm all like, you know what? Freightliner, Peterbilt, whatever. Like, we're watching the back of the trailer now. It don't matter. So I'll take either one of them. Kurt Mays says, how's Oren? Oren's great. He's still training out there. You know, he's doing good though. We're all doing good. He's getting ready. Like, we're planning stuff for a ceremony for Tim Weimer. So he's the one that's pretty good at charging. Like, he's pretty good at taking charge and stuff. Like, he's real good about getting stuff done. Like, you know, he's real good at planning stuff. He's great though. He's doing awesome. Turn straight. I don't know what that means. Turn straight. Must be something Oren said. Well, we went to dinner tonight. Actually, a whole bunch of us went to dinner, and we ate at the Brazilian place where they bring out these long blades of meat and they cut off whatever you want, and you have these tweezers or these little thingies, pull off the meat, throw it on your plate. Yeah. So yeah, we had a good time. We got him to stay up past his bedtime, you know. He goes to bed at like 8 p.m. or something like that, 7 p.m., 6 p.m. I don't even know. He gets up so early and works. He gets up, I think, at like 4. He probably gets up at like 3 in the morning, and he's out at the pad at like 4 a.m. So he's out there working early. And me, I'm working late. So I go in about 7 and get off at like, I'm thinking tomorrow night, I'm thinking about getting off. I'll be getting off about 4 a.m. 4 to 6 a.m. is whenever I think I'll be finishing my night. Yeah, he's a beast. He is a beast. He is a beast. Really good guy, really good trainer too. But yeah, he's out there super early. He's one of those kind of military trainers. Like, he has a set schedule. Be here at this time, do this for this long, do this, then we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and then we're done for the day. You know, so he has like his set schedule. How did you get burned? I completely missed any video on it. Yeah, you can kind of see like some of it. This whole hand, this whole arm, all the way back here, and then both of my legs. I was lighting a fire with gasoline, which you should not do. Do not use gasoline to light a fire, because the fumes, boom. Yeah, like, that's what happened. 2nd-degree burn everywhere. It was bad. Yeah, it was real bad. I sent some pictures to David H. and Driver Lineup and No Hippie, and they all were like, what the heck? Well, yeah, I was pretty bad. It was not smart. Kurt says, no doubt he helped me get my trifecta. And then my trucking says, do you do TNT as well? No, I do not do TNT. Don't do it. I'm happy with just doing PSD. I get you your CDL, and you're on to TNT. That's actually the worst part of my job, is letting you go to TNT, because I don't know who you're going to get. TNT is like, hopefully you get a good trainer. That's how it is. You know, I train you the best I can. Whenever I train people, I train them the best I can. And like, I am hard. So I train you the best I can, and then you go to TNT, and that's whenever I'm all like, please be a good trainer. Please be a good trainer. So it's nice whenever my students call me and they're all like, hey, I got a good trainer. I'm like, yes. But whenever they call me and they're all like, my trainer's bad. I got this going on, this going on, this going on with, like, if it's some small stuff, like, I'm all like, hey, just let it ride, man. That's nothing big, you know. But if it's some major stuff that's serious, that's going to get someone hurt or completely disrespectful or whatever, I get them pulled off the truck. Gunther, subs, Big D, what's going on? But yeah, TNT is the worst. Like, after PSD and you go TNT, that is kind of the worst. I enjoy PSD training. Hey, handsome, wait till you start getting the students I get, bro. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh. They start off, man, your first PSD students, they try to give you good ones. And I mean, they try to give you good ones. So you go like this, you're all like, good student, good student, good student, good student. Then they start giving you two. They'll give you two good ones. And then you start leveling off where everyone's like being pretty good. And then, bam, they start giving you the bad ones. And then it'll be bad one, good one, bad one, good one, bad, good, really bad, good, really bad, really bad, really bad, good. Yeah, I mean it's like once you start doing more than one, whenever you start doing more than one student at a time, they pretty much try to give you the hard ones because they know you can handle it. And they know that you're going to give them the best training you can, and like you're going to make sure that they get a CDL. So just so you know, man, I'm telling you, just so you know, like whenever you start doing more than one or you start doing only PSD training, it's going to get hard. You're going to want to pull your hair out. And like I'm telling you what, the hardest students I get are from Haiti. They're the hardest ones, and I usually get all of them. Like I get a lot of Haitian guys. Like I tell myself I'm the Haitian king out here, but they're like the hardest I've ever had. Like the hardest guys I have are the Haitians, but I can get them done. I speak their language. I figured out a system that works for all Haitians, and I go with it. My trucking says I have my CDL already. Hopefully, I don't have to do the complete 3 weeks. Hansel says TNT is not fun. No, TNT is not fun. It's not fun for the. Sorry, there's a bug on my computer right here, and it's on the. It's like a little. I don't know. It might be a spider. Looks like a spider, but there's a spider on my keyboard right here, and it's on the letters, so I don't want to smack it. Squirreled on y'all for a minute. Yeah, TNT is not fun. Nope. I don't. It's not fun for you, and it's not fun for your student. Like nobody's having fun. Gunther. So, what's the worst thing your students have done or tried to do on your truck? Text on the phone and drive, or pull your phone out and try to answer it or something while you're driving, or hit the button on the watch. Like that's the new thing is those watches. They'll be driving and then it'll go beep beep beep. Hey mom, what you doing? Oh, I'm just driving a truck. Like, whoa, what are you doing, man? Like the watches. Like now I'm having to watch out for the watches. Because most of their phones are in the back, so whenever that watch goes off, you forget that thing's connected to the phone and they can still answer their phone. Or I'll catch them, they'll get a text message on it and I'll see them look at their watch and I'm all like, hey, bro, if you want to know what time it is, ask me what time it is. Done or tried to do on your trip. Other than like making bad turns and stuff like that, that's probably the baddest. I had two bad ones at the same time. One almost wrecked us in Connecticut. Bro, I'm telling you, like, it gets worse. My trucking venture. Will you be willing to train me for PSD? Send me an email. Like, send me an email. We'll talk. Send me an email. My email's in the description. And my phone's over there on the charger, so I can't check it right now. But send me an email and we'll talk. Because it also depends when you're coming in, like how many students I'm going to have by then. Like right now, we are slam packed with students. Like we have a lot of students, so they're giving out like a lot of students. So I'll definitely, like, I'm willing, just send that phone an email right there so we can work on the date. Like, tell me a little bit about yourself, you know, like where you're from, stuff like that. I would like to know. But we'll email each other. I try to train anybody that wants to be trained by me is what I try to do. Like I really do. Sometimes I've got people like it all set up and over there at the training department, they're all like, hey, we're not going to put you with that guy because we're going to put him with the in-house class because we need you to get this guy and this guy and this guy pass their CDL test in 3 days or 4 days or whatever, or at ASAP. So like, you know, I'll be like, hey man, I'm sorry it didn't work out. Like I got to get these guys done. That's why I say I'll try to get it done. But I try my hardest. Where was I? One of the LOL, the one that almost wrecked my truck was from Haiti. How'd you get my Haitian on your truck? That's what I want to know. I keep telling all my Haiti guys, I'm all like, hey bro, get me a flag. Like when you go home when you go visit Haiti, I want a flag from your country that was made in your country. Like I want you to bring me a Haitian flag. And still I have not got a Haitian flag. So hopefully one of my guys finally goes home to Haiti and brings me one back because I kind of want one. But yeah, Haitians are fun. They're definitely hard-headed. But we have a good time. And my Haitian guys, like, we have fun. I still talk to them. Like, I had one call me this week. No, I had two of my Haitian guys call me this week. Like, we talked for a while. And I like I like listening to some of the Haitian music. I play this one Haitian lady. I can't remember her name, but I'll just type in Haitian music and I see her video and I like her beat on her song. Like it's a good beat and she's beautiful. And I'm all like, hey, what you think of her? And most of the time they're all like, nope. She talking about voodoo. No voodoo. I'm a Christian. No voodoo. So like they don't like her because she's singing about voodoo. But the song beat's really good, and it's kind of a weird video. Like there's some guys wearing like masks and stuff. I'm pretty sure she is talking about voodoo, but man, I don't remember her name. But like I'll put on like some Wycliffe. We'll listen to Haiti Lady by Wycliffe and put on some T.I. or something. You know, it's fun. For sure, first thing in the morning. My midlife trucking life. For me, bagging is my biggest challenge out here. Backing will come to you, man. Before you know it, you won't even be thinking about it. Like I have my students, I tell them all the time, I say, listen, to back into this spot, I don't need you. Don't need you at all. What I need is your eyes and your hands, because you can grab that wheel, you can look at it, and you can react to it. You've got to get it moving. You stay out of it. So when they stop, when they hit the brake, from there they can't get it no more. And that's because they put themselves in there. But if they start going and they just react to it, they're watching it, their hands are telling their eyes are telling their hands what to do, and they just do it. But as soon as they hit the brakes, it's over with. I'm like, you hit the brakes, you might as well pull up and do it again. So like the best thing I can say is keep on trying it out. Try it out. Handsome says, one day it'll click. Exactly right. One day it'll click. Once it clicks, you got it for the rest of your life. Like, dead serious. That's what I tell them all the time too. But yeah, back in, just make sure you keep it close. Like what I say is you want to keep it about like 1 foot off that line when you're backing in the truck stop. Like, go look at your spot first, because some docks, the line is right on the line on the ground, lines right up to the dock wall where it goes. On those docks, you have to be straight on the line. So just trace that line down. All you're doing is tracing that line all the way down. It sounds easy. You know, a lot of people overthink it though. It's just tracing a line straight down. That's what you're doing. Like, it took me a long time to be able to put that into words, because I'm all like, this is what I'm doing. I'm turning here, I'm turning there, I'm looking out the window, I'm doing this, doing that. Forget all that. Forget all of that. Just go down the line. That's all you got to do. Don't overthink it. I was overthinking it too whenever I started teaching this way. So I'm not telling them, you need to put a little bit, you need to put a lot, now you need a little bit. No, what you need to do is watch that line. Watch that line. That's what you need to do. So like as you're backing in, you need to what the heck is going on? Okay, some stuff popped up on the screen. But yeah, it's pretty much just watching the line, going straight down the line. If you rewatch the stream from the beginning, like I talked a little bit about the way I teach backing, how I teach to do it, and it's pretty much just walking a trailer. And backing, you're never going to be perfect at backing. I don't care what you think, because I could go back it into a spot right now. You pick a spot, easiest spot there was, and I could back into it, and I could be like, yeah, I did it perfect. But you get a bunch of the other trainers out there, and you're all like, hey, did you see that? He should have turned more here. He should have turned less here. He should have turned more here. He should have turned here. He should have did this. And me, I'm getting out. I'm like, yeah, ain't nobody can do it better than that. Whenever everybody's like, I could have did it better. Because what you're really doing is fixing a problem when you're backing. As you're backing, you're fixing the problem. Whenever you see it messing up, you turn the wheel, you fix it, you get it back in line, you fix it. So the whole time you're fixing a problem. The thing is, the faster you can see the problem, the faster you can fix it before it becomes a big issue. So that's what you want to do. You want to try to fix it before it gets worse. And like, that's the main goal right there, is to be able to see the mess up faster so you can fix it faster. Because when you're backing out there, you're on a locking jaw that's round, has a bar like that, and you're on a kingpin. The kingpin goes into the locking jaw, the bar wraps around it, and now you're on two round objects. So two round objects, you can't just make the truck and trailer straight and it'll stay straight forever. That's why a lot of people have problems with straight line back. They think on straight line back, they'll just hold the wheel straight and it'll back straight. It's not true. You're always, as you're backing two round objects, can't ever keep it straight as it'll start turning. Then next thing you know, you're losing it. But if you see it move a little bit, get it back straight again. Come over there, fix it back straight. So the whole time you're doing a straight line back, you're actually moving a little bit here and there, trying to keep it straight as it goes. You can't just keep it straight. So that's where a lot of people mess up, is that they just think that they can turn the wheel straight and be straight. And then a lot of people, problem is they like to prejudge stuff. That's what I have a big problem with right now, is that people like to prejudge it. So what they're doing is they're all like, okay, I need the back of the trailer to go that way, so I'm just going to turn the wheel all the way. No, stop, chill. Like, move the truck and then react to it. It's kind of like when you park your car park it at the night or park it in the morning or at this grocery store. We never roll down our windows and look out the car window at our tire and see which way is it's facing. What do? We put it in motion. We get some motion behind it and we react to the wheel turn to straighten it up or whatever we need to do to fix the wheels to be straight when we start backing up. Same thing with the truck. It's the same as a car. If you could have the wheel turn all these different ways, and whenever I get in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the truck a little bit and I'm going to react with the steering wheel and turn it straight. I'll find straight that quick whenever I react to that steering wheel. Whenever I react to how the truck moved from the second I pressed the gas pedal. So that's what you have to realize, is that you don't have to roll down the window. Treat it like a car. Even when you're backing your car out there, you want some practice before you come to prime. Start practice backing into spots. And what you want to do is take your car, only use your driver's side mirror, and just get it at an angle like this. And bring the back of your car tire around the line and down it. And that's going to be a lot of practice for out there backing. Like, I've even had people that were drivers call me up, like some of my students that just finished TNT. They're all like, man, I'm on home time and I am bad at backing. Like, I'm having issues. I'm all like, hey, you got your car? Or you got a truck yet? No, I'm at home. I'm all like, okay, go take your car, go to Walmart or find you an empty parking lot with some parking spaces. Just practice doing that. Tilt your mirror down in your car, watch your back tire. Practice keeping your car tire less than 1 foot from that line and all the way down it. And that helps them out tons because they start to get better at that. Travis, what's going on, brother? Travis, you still playing that Wild Rift, man? My phone's charging right now, bro. But Travis, Travis was not my student, but I got the joys of working with him because he was Justin's student, and Justin went out for a while. He had some stuff he had to take care of, and then Travis got put with me for a little while, and I finished teaching him what he needed to know. And well, actually, I can't even say I finished teaching him what he needed to know. He already knew everything. What I did is stuck him out there and let him practice and practice and practice. And I sharpened him up, polished him up, sharpened him up, and boom. Got him on the test schedule. He tested in my truck with a reefer. Or wait, did I test two guys that day? No. I just tested him in my truck with a reefer, and he did great. So he's on TNT right now. I was hoping he put something else in the text down there. But yeah, he's out on TNT right now. He did great. He has a beard longer than mine, especially since mine caught on fire. Whenever we seen him in the classroom, me and my friend Sean, we seen him in the classroom with his long beard, and I said, why can't I get a student like that? That dude's a trucker. Look at his beard. I'm all like, that is a nice beard. I said, that has to be my student. I didn't get him. Justin got him. I'm all like, hey, how do you get the students that look like truckers? Like they were born like that. Travis says, gotta go. Hey man, take care, brother. Be safe out there. He says, I got it good to go whenever, man. But my TNT is doing exactly what I asked and is working the dog out of me. He says his TNT trainer is jealous of his beard. Hey Travis, how did your TNT trainer react whenever he saw your backing and how good it was? Was he shocked that you could back like that? I'm just curious because like a lot of TNT trainers get my students, and I get some of them want to call me and they ask me for other students, and I'm all like, hey man, I don't know you. Like, if my student says that you treat them good, then come meet me out on the pad and I'll talk to you and I'll get to know you. Because I would like, if I'm putting one of my students on somebody's truck, I want to really know the guy so I know if they would get on. Oh, you got Wild Rift good? You got time to play, man? I'm about to get off of this live anyway, so I might jump on there, man. We'll play a game. I'll go jungle. So, like, what we're talking about is Wild Rift. It's a league. If you ever play the computer game, League of Legends, it's like League of Legends, but it's on a mobile version. So, it's pretty good. But I don't have nothing to drink. I forgot my water upstairs, so I'm going to have to get my water anyways. So I was about to get off of here anyways. He was super happy compared to the other students he has had. Yeah, see, that's that right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to hear. Like, I want to hear super happy TNT trainers with the students that we train. Like Travis wasn't mine. He was Justin's. Justin did it like taught him. I just helped him out. Like me and Justin trained the same way, and I just helped Justin out with him. And because Justin had some stuff he had to take care of, and Travis says his first time seeing it, he said, I don't even need to be here. Yeah, exactly. He does need to be there though, Travis. He needs to teach you the rest of the Qualcomm, like all that stuff. But yeah, you're backing. You don't even need him there. Like he's probably like, man, I bet whenever he goes to bed, I bet that's the best sleep he's ever had on a TNT. Because like how smooth you drive. Like I taught you how to drive smooth. I think that's where I helped you out the most is driving, because you pretty much had all the backing. I mean, we were kind of messing some stuff up and you needed more time out there, but I think we cleaned up a bunch of that. I think the driving part with me is what we did the most. But Handsome says, see you later, Twisted. I'll be in Springfield next month. I'll come see you on the pad if you're not busy. For sure, brother. For sure. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. So there's firsthand experience from one of the guys that I helped and taught him how to bag. you know, he's flexing. He's showing his, and that's what I tell my guys. I tell all my guys, I say, hey, we flexing. When you get on TNT, I want you to flex. Like, I want your TNT trainer to be like, holy cow, my student. Like, this student I got came back. Like, I want to be flexing. But yeah, I'm out of here. You know, I appreciate everyone that stopped by, checked out the stream. You know, I know it's late night, so I appreciate everyone coming out, checking out, talking with me. You know, hey, catch my streams though. If you have questions, man, these streams are where they're at. Like, you can ask your questions right there in the comments and get them answered. Actually, probably down there on y'all screens. I don't know. But you can definitely ask the questions in the streams. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down there. Watch the playback. If you need me, my email is in the description down there. So send me an email if you have questions and you don't want to talk in the stream. I'm out. I'm going to go play some Wild Rift.